With this music was lurking, now I'm attacking. Now with the chatting, I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well damn you know I got it. Damn you know I got it.
Nobody got it like
you know. They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
opening in the clouds, and I'll take it, yeah. Reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh, 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 I know it's alright, it's alright. Heavens are the limit now. Let's fight just one more night, one more night. just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out.
my heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your wave right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you. I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you.
They've taken it like proper sportsmen at this stage.
We're about to have the question answered of who really is the best of all time.
All 5 players are just great players.
They're both with their knives out. They're both not ready, and somehow Stewie stays alive. Stewie's not aggressive. He gets by Apex.
We're here to only win. We don't care who we play. We don't care if it's simple, the best player in the world. We don't care if it's the worst player in the world.
At the highest level of play, there can be no compromises. Gamers demand the highest clock speeds to give them the FPS they need to perform. Rise to the moment. Intel Core i7, the official CPU of the Intel Extreme Masters. Game, record, stream without compromise.
So this is it. This is where it all started. The great business of DHL.
You remember when we still use these?
We have all come a long way since then.
Hey, Effie, my little buddy. I got a special job for you. And this is only the beginning.
This is game fuel. It's domination in a can. Tastes like loser tears.
New Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You are mine. Come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Dancing on my own when you spilled that rum and coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby. And the next thing I know, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Oh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. First sight, the way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. I'm not affected to make it stop, 'cause baby, you
chatting. I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like you know. They can try, but can't do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission. I got it.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
Alright everyone, welcome as we head on into the IEM Beijing Chinese Open Qualifier. This is the second one, of course. If we even just go back to yesterday, we seen 5power actually losing in the semi-finals of that first one. Ended up losing to, don't kill me for butchering this pronunciation rather, GG Hao. That's how I was going with it yesterday. Who, of course, eventually lost in that final to IEM. It wasn't yesterday, actually, apologies, it was the day before. It was only the finals that were played yesterday, but still, coming into this one now, 5power, they're going to be looking to try and get themselves into that closed qualifier, and I mean, they have a pretty solid lineup here. They're going up against LetsQuit to kick things off, who definitely are a team that they will need to be careful up against. It's not like they're slouches, certainly capable, I believe, coming in with the 6th seed in this qualifier in comparison to seed number 3 for 5power, if I remember correctly. Here we have it. All Kevlar, interestingly enough, over on that CT side. No defuse kit, so if the bomb goes down, it could get awkward. It's the same for the T's, but they don't really need to get that defuse kit optional utility. Of course, already a couple shots being connected towards that player over towards ramp. The dink initially then being followed up by Reckless. Up close those now. Sayage, they don't clear this position. He has free reign with the USP. Still only gets one, but somehow a team kill actually comes in. All left onto Bottle now to try and clutch out this round for 5power. Took one headshot and dropped it into a 1v2, and that was a risky peek. Not gonna lie to you. QZ, I believe that is, by the way. QZ, whichever way it's that one said as well. Suppose that's more optional. Force Bido going to be coming in here from 5power. They don't want to give up any free rounds early on. The only issue is, if it doesn't work out, then they're looking at an eco, and at that point then LetsQuit would take themselves a 3-0 lead here on the T side. Oh, the Scout though can certainly do some good damage. Didn't quite manage to connect that first shot. Looked like it was very, very close to the head indeed, but does connect on towards Sak, who's dropping down from silo. That's a bit of damage at least in favor, or brought back rather. Because Eva himself, unfortunately, did get tagged down early on. Bottle just going to be hanging around with this Deagle, looking to see if anyone pushes around the garage area. Well-placed Molotov, though, from the T side is going to force him to back off a little bit. Mach 10 long range taking this duel towards ramp. Could be dangerous with two players in this position. Oh, there we go. The timing from Bottle is perfect. Catches Sak up close to main. That could indicate that they were maybe looking to try and split on towards the A-bomb site, but they also do have a couple players over towards Secret, and they need to be careful right now. They're just showing themselves one by one and allowing for the Scout to tag them up. And that's how you let this round fall out of their control. Exactly as it's happening right now, we see Savage over towards ramp able to drop that player creeping forward with the Mach 10. He barely stays alive, but 4-on-2 now in play. Bottle could be in trouble as well. He's not really in a position to get helped out, although Savage with a quick flank rather. CZ, probably not the weapon he wanted in that position, but made it work extremely well. Now it's all on towards Kenny. 1 versus 3. It's certainly winnable considering he has the weapon advantage, and also one player being very low, of course. Oh, but with the time, it's not really possible at this point. 10 seconds remaining, he has to run straight down to the B-bomb site. Maybe, I mean, if he... Oh, okay, that was a good dink. The only issue is he didn't get the kill. If he got that kill, maybe he could have planted, but now, as you can see, Zausei is just going to push him down and deny that bomb plant. 5power managed to make the force buy work, and they even steal away 3 AKs off the back of it, putting themselves in an amazing position here on the CT side. Buying in, getting some good utility into this round as well, and of course, LetsQuit, they don't have that elevated loss bonus now. They only got $1,400 in that previous round, for losing that previous round, rather. You see them buying a little bit, they're getting 1,900, but even with that, they're not really going to be able to get the buy out, so in the end, they do end up investing a little bit more. but it's likely we see a very similar investment with just a few pistols in this following round, unless they make something happen here, of course. And that's exactly what we see from Sack. Apologies if my voice is a little bit strange. I do have a bit of a cold. Ooh, nice shot by Savage. What they need, especially after losing that player early on, bottled up close on the MP9 as well, should be able to get something good done towards Secret. Actually, only one player. That's interesting. No one able to actually help out Sack, so as he goes down, the advantage that LetsQuit initially had is far gone at this point. Weapon being retrieved towards outside. It is a scout. Also has the deagle to work with. Spotted by the AK though. Shoot up high alongside Savage. These rifles are just cleaning up so easily in this round. There's no Kevlar, so a few bullets to the body, all that's needed. Headshots to just ensure that it's dealt with a bit quicker as well. 2-1, as I said, it's going to be a similar buy here from LetsQuit. Just a few upgraded pistols. Maybe we could see a bit of utility. I think ideally they might want to get a bomb plant down right now so that they can get a slightly better buy. $2,400, it won't be horrible. If they wanted to get an op, then we could see one being dropped over by Zhao Feng, I believe that is, over on the D side. But it could do some good damage. A couple of players were able to get a little bit further forward, so it didn't do as much as it could have a couple seconds earlier, but still, they do tag a couple players down and initially found the man advantage as well off the back of it, but it's got a little bit awkward. As I say that, Savage goes ahead and redeems on the outside position. Eva over towards ramp, takes one, gets dinked though, so falls straight back off to the B-bomb site, and this is the safe way to play it. Give up the ramp room, but then you can have a player kind of sitting around hell so that they're at that point pretty much trapped in towards ramp rather. Not much at that point that can be done. There is a minute though, so maybe Kenny can get himself another couple of kills, make it a costly one. But creeping down towards B. Eva was waiting. I need to check exactly what his name is, because it's 7IVA. Don't know how to say that. We'll view his profile quickly. Okay, he just has V as his name. We'll stick with Eva. That'll do. Unless someone in the chat actually knows. I'll have a look in a moment and see if anyone has told me. But a buy going to be coming out here from LetsQuit. Let's see if they can start picking themselves up some rounds. They don't have an op to work with, unfortunately, which is a contrast to Savage having that AWP currently positioning towards hell, I believe. Yeah, playing it pretty passively. He'll be able to help towards ramp as well if needed, and at the moment there is actually quite a few players grouped up in lobby, somewhat favouring towards ramp, as I say that even more so. Sage towards outside as well. A good position to try and shut down this one player. Oh, got spotted there by QZ. The nade could finish it off, but just in time, QZ moves. I think realizing that it was very likely a grenade was going to follow that up. Does end up getting caught in the open, though. If he had a fell back off, maybe he could have stayed alive, but right now it is a man advantage. 4 or 5 power kicking off this opening gun round. They leave Savage to just hold from outside, spot that hell push, and with that are allowed to focus the majority of their players down towards this B-bomb site ready to defend. Eva up close, going to be the first line of contact. Unfortunately, peeking from both sides of ramp at the same time makes things very difficult to hold. Zhao Feng, rather, going to be pushing forward, looking for a second kill. His opponent being so low, it is indeed a very easy finish. AK either way. Towards the head, didn't matter the health. Savage on the CZ, oh, does get spotted. I was going to say maybe he could get something done creeping around this smoke. With that, only Shoot-Up-High remains, and this is looking to be a very convincing gun round from LetsQuit. Shoot-Up-High isn't really going to try and look for anything at all, as you would imagine, backing off the save. They have a decent amount of money actually built up. The question is, are LetsQuit hunting this one down? They themselves don't really have the money to afford to do so, in my opinion. Not really worth the risk. Yeah, there is one player actually charging in towards the spawn. It's Reckless. I mean, live it up to his name. Why not? Ends up going down as you kind of would have expected at that point. And with that now, the rifle being saved over, a bit more damage being done to the economy of LetsQuit, as the buy is going to be coming in once again from the CT side. Weapons being dropped over. Savage can buy for himself. Eva able to pick up an op. And rifles elsewhere with plenty of utility. So there's not really too much of an issue with this buy at all. It's pretty solid. They do go for 2 ops, so it lacks a little bit more on the utility side now. At least on those 2 players. And they only have 1 defuse kit, so if that gets lost in a far off spot, if the bomb goes down, that could be difficult. But overall, a very good buy here from the CT side. Early on again, LetsQuit looking for that outside control. Smoke going to go down towards main, allow them to see if they can maybe contest in towards CT. They know that they've been holding from this position. In the previous round, Savage, of course, was playing around that box near the spawn. This time at the steps with the Yop, and he may just find a peek in a moment indeed. Sack looking to see what he could get done. I think there was a player trying to follow it up from the top of the box, peek at the same time pretty much, so that they could find the trade, but it didn't end up working out. And Bottle coming up from Secret. The flash comes in as well. A free kill pretty much there towards QZ, with no idea what was going on. It's a 5-on-3 and 5 power. Losing that previous round seemed to have ignited a bit of a fire beneath their feet indeed. Over towards ramp right now. LetsQuit with 50 seconds remaining. They do need to get something done very quickly. Well, they commit towards B. Oh, okay. Reckless has actually creeped in through outside without anyone realizing. A free kill on towards Savage. They notice the player on this A-bomb side trapped in towards Vent, and very quickly this round is being turned back in favor of LetsQuit. Brought back to the 2v2. Zausage gets the trade, but a lot closer than 5 power really will be hoping for. And as I said, now that the fuse kit, where is it positioned? I believe it's on top of the hood. Not so where they can retrieve it really too quickly, but they find that first kill ASAP. Dropping it down to just Xiao Feng now for them to deal with over towards A main. The smoke going to be dropped on the bomb. Maybe if they dropped it towards main, it could have been a little bit better because it goes away. Xiao Feng, he's able to get one kill, but in the end will go down, and they don't even need that defuse kit. There's plenty of time. Check if the caster command is working. Don't know. Normally Louis does it, but I don't think he's on today. Oh, okay, it is. All good. Another decent enough buy going to be coming in from LetsQuit. Off the back of that bomb plant. Only Reckless is put down towards a pistol. They've also kept some pretty good money in the bank, so they'll be able to buy in the next round as well. This is actually pretty good economy management. Apart from QZ rather. But I mean, even then, if they do get the bomb down, they'll still be able to buy either way. Let's see what the plan is. Taking things a bit slower overall. Trying to shoot to mask the drop on towards main right there. This is a good position though from Savage. I mean, maybe not with the FAMAS. It's not the ideal weapon. Especially when you have the chance of facing off against an AK, but for the moment at least the only player towards outside has a deagle. Oh, nice peek from QZ. Opens up ramp and a smoke straight towards Hell. You can see someone trying to follow that up immediately. Zausage, the man looking to do so, wasn't allowed, but it's Bottle elsewhere that will return a frag. Kenny's though, yeah, up close spotting Zausage. I'm not too sure what he was going for right there. Trying to take that fight in heaven is dangerous though for the D side. Bottle almost getting caught off guard. This is a crazy round. What the hell is happening? It's all on the Sack and Kenny's, and somehow it's a 2-on-3 still. Shooter took so much damage. There was two players shooting up at him, but he managed to survive and actually come out with a kill. I think they were going to wallbang him a bit through the metal, so it didn't do as much damage as it could have. Kenny's, I believe, did spot that player on outside, but I believe it was also returned. Savage, you can see being cautious. Shooter still waiting in heaven. This time he swapped the angle. Waiting on the other side, a very easy kill on towards Kenny's as he comes up the ladder. The final player forced to do the same with only 8 seconds remaining, and he suffers the exact same fate. 5-2. 5 power indeed. This is actually looking like it could be an eco. Yeah, they kind of needed a bomb plant to get a full buy into this round, but they're still going for it. At least Kenny's is pulling out the Hero AK. It's an interesting one. They'll have a full buy on everyone else in the next round, and if they find a bomb plant, Kenny's will still be able to buy. So let's see if it works out for them. Maybe they can get some kills, keep it costly, because as you see actually on that left side of your screen right now, there's not really much money for the CT side. They're in a position where losing one round would put them down towards an eco, so it's LetsQuit just keeping on the pressure. Sack being spotted on outside. A nice shot comes in from Savage over the top of the box. Bottle. He played this spot in the round prior and did end up going down without really finding anything, so I think he kind of decides against it in the end. Drops the smoke down towards the door. 4 on 5 though. LetsQuit, can they find anything? Just as I say that, Reckless on outside does get a deagle shot on towards the dome of Savage. Traded back, that's the bomb. I don't think Shootapai realizes that because it did go back inside the hut. But it was a good find. Bottle from main. Did he hear that final player in towards the hut? I don't believe so. South is just spotting it though. The bomb in the hands of Zhao Feng rather. That's really the only positive at this point. There we have it. Peeks out and ends up very easily getting dropped by the AK. 6-2. They didn't get the bomb plant down, but as I said, it'll still be a pretty decent buy for everyone, apart from Kenny's, who's probably going to be put on towards an SMG, or maybe a Deagle, something along those lines. I believe we're yet to see an op be brought into play as well for LetsQuit. Yeah, Kenny's does go for the Deagle in the end as well. Still though, keeping that economy low for 5 power. Win this one round, you see even Shootapai in this one not being able to pull out a rifle. Forced onto the UMP from the damage that has been done consistently through these rounds. As they continue on with a very slow approach right now. Oh. We're playing in towards Garage, of course, she wasn't up close. Again, the outside control looking to come in. They should be aware of the fact that that angle's been played at the back of Garage right now, just because it's been played quite a few times already. Spotting out a couple over towards ramp right now, or one rather, who's just trying to put on a bit of pressure. Smoke being dropped towards the door. Time now beginning to run down somewhat. 50 seconds remaining, but there is still a lot of utility for that D side. There's a bit for the CTs. They're beginning now to kind of expend those Molotovs because LetsQuit are showing themselves a lot more savage. This time it may not work out for him. Oh, there we go. Fortunately, Reckless was not looking his direction. With that now, a man advantage in favor of the CT side. And where do LetsQuit take this? It looks like they're going to just commit to the A bomb site. Keeping a bit of pressure on ramp, though. At this point, though, I think working together would have been the best idea. Southstage drops one over towards ramp, and in the meantime, Shootapai shutting down the initial push from door. But it was traded back and forth for a while. So they keep it close once again. Not a lot of money being built up, but either way, the rounds continue to go in favor of 5 power. Hey, Rush. Oh, no, not quite, actually. Just going to be getting the players down through the vent. Second one following up a little bit later. Unfortunately, not going to be there to help out Sak as he takes the fight up against Zhao Shays, which does not go in his favor. Savage should have an easy kill here as well. Oh, just about turning around as he emerges from the smoke. But still, Savage, he wins that duel. 5v3, rather. And he needs something from Rampin. Indeed, he catches Eva towards the back of it. A trade again comes in, so LetsQuit. I mean, right now their plan is to just push one by one and see what fights they can win, and it's just not happening for them. They're never able to help each other out. They're not trading very efficiently at all. I don't really know what they're expecting at this point. Yeah, sorry. I'm struggling even more so than normal to pronounce words just because my nose is blocked because I have a cold. So it's not helping me out. I'm Irish as well. Ooh, nice shot by Kenny's. Returning from that initial op pick that went in favor of 5 power, but again, we will see that op coming into play. A second on the board for Eva. A 4-on-3. This time you see LetsQuit trying to work together a little bit more at least. The only issue is, again, going to be peeking in towards that op. A quick headshot going to need to be connected, or that works as well. Some body damage initially kind of forcing him off the angle, and then a risky repeat from Eva as he goes down. Sak finding 1 kill as well. Savage now has to lock down this A-bomb site pretty much on his own. The opening headshot, and Kenny's follows it up with another before eventually going down. And now it's into the 1-on-1, and as you can see, Zhao Shay is coming in from heaven. I don't think Sak rather is expecting this. Breaking the vent, though, not going to be going down. Instead, pushing into hut. He spots him, takes the shots, and gives away his position. but does find them as he crosses back over either way. 9-2, only one player surviving. So again, LetsQuit are keeping these rounds pretty close, at least the majority of the time. But at this point, they need to start picking them up. They're going to need at least, I would say, 5 rounds here on the D side to be feeling somewhat happy heading into the second half. Can I read chat? Yeah, I mean, I might surprise you, but I do have eyes. Nah, I'm only messing. But yeah, I have the chat open. I don't look at it too often. Only if there's a little bit of a lull in the action. Molotov towards ramp. It does completely destroy the aggressive hopes of Sak, who ends up going down because of it. Was burning away, combined with AUG bullets to the chest, not ideal. Bottle outside going to be able to pick up Reckless, who was trying to take a fight from Silo. And now it's the AUG as well on ramp that may be able to find even more, because everyone is trying to fight him. Rotations have been called in for as well. They realize that this is where the commitment's actually going to be coming in, and the bomb gets dropped. It's just a perfect round from 5 Power. That's what they need. They only need, like, that's pretty much all they needed, actually, because there's so few rounds now left in this half that it solidifies them in a position where they shouldn't really have any issues with money. As you can see, LetsQuit on the other hand have lots of issues. 2 AKs, a Galil, and a couple Mac 10s. Oh, okay, just the same approach. One player going down vent, the rest of them are actually going to look to try and commit to the A-bomb site. One player getting aggressive in the hub. Bottle is redeeming it though from May and eventually going down. But Zaushay's in the smoke, able to catch 2. Doesn't stop the bomb, but the final player is down in the vents. If they just stick the bomb, they have it. He's been spotted coming up the vent as well, and Eva comes in with a quick headshot. 11-2. It was a nice try by LetsQuit, but I'm not too sure. Was Reckless maybe expecting to catch someone who'd be aggressive in secret early on, rotating back up through the vent or something? Didn't work out for him though. I mean, a much better buy is available this time around for LetsQuit. This is by far the best buy we've actually seen from them, I believe. You said even getting the op out, which he makes work. I believe that's the first time we've seen it for LetsQuit as well. Although the advantage did initially go in favor of LetsQuit. Unfortunately, very quickly it was brought back with 2 kills being found by Bottle and Zausage. So again, LetsQuit on the back foot. I mean, their name is quite fitting at this point. Looking to try and end it towards this A-bomb site, setting themselves up for a split. It's actually Bottle coming up through Secret, so he's not really going to be able to help out. I thought for a moment he was in Garage, in which case he maybe could have came in quickly. He is indeed going to be joining up with Savage, who spots the back of QZ. Molotov getting dropped on the bomb. Both of these players now being spotted on the bomb site, and they had no idea that Shooterpie was just waiting in the hut. Pops out to take them both down. Kenny's got himself a small prize in the end with 1 frag coming in, but I mean, when you're down so much, it's not really going to help. The extra $300 did allow for him to buy an AK and the helmet though, alongside his Kevlar. 12-2, 5 Power making this one look easy. Here we go again. The rush towards A. Will they go down the vent, or are they just looking for the commitment? I feel like they should probably just commit. Unfortunately, though, the Molotov towards door. The smoke didn't put it out. Xiaofeng ends up burning alive. Shooterpie from the bomb site again, just holding it down. Find them revenge for Bottle. And then it's Savage to drop Reckless. It's all onto Kenny. So he has the bomb. He's down towards that B side of the map, and I don't believe there's anyone to stop him right now if he wanted to just go for that bomb plant. But we will have to have a little bit of a look. Okay, yeah, so Zaushais is close enough. He could maybe do something about it. But for now, Kenny's, he's waiting to see if anything's going to gift itself over to him. Hoping some mistakes will be made. He does still have a minute remaining, so he's not really in a rush. Here we go, looking to bring it towards the A-bomb site. Unfortunately, as he peeks in from main, gets spotted by Savage, and there you have it. 13-2 at halftime in favor of 5 Power. That is... We need to remember, LetsQuit won that pistol in the opening half. Ended up losing against the Force Buy, and from that point forward only picked up a single round. That is a tough pill to swallow. Why Nuke? I'm just guessing that that's the way the veto went, man. Here we go, kicking off the second pistol round. 5 power rather. Lineup utility on Savage. The smoke and a flash going to be coming out over on the CT side. Then it's Sack with the defuse kit. Reckless picking up a bit of utility as well. They got a nade early on, which is interesting to try and actually stop the push. It would be pretty solid. I mean, it'd do quite a lot of damage if they tried to rush out of Huh. But a Molotov usually a bit more effective. But let's see. Right now, 5 power are holding, maybe expecting some aggression, showing a bit of presence outside. Unfortunately, though, a Glock at long range up against a USP is not really a fight you want to be taking. This is a little bit more like it. Closing in the distance in towards ramp. Zaushage returns one quickly, and with that, they're just going to walk straight down onto this B-bomb site. Not currently anyone to actually do anything about this either, so the bomb is going to be planted uncontested. There is a player coming around a single door pretty quickly. It wasn't exposed to it though. Zhao Feng up towards A, gonna manage to pull a kill in his favor. Coming down the vent, even gets that second kill. It's the battle of the Zhaos, and with that only Shoot-a-Pie remains. It's all headshots from the USPs. And they managed to make that retake happen at a fuse kit as well, so they had plenty of time. Okay, the second pistol round. That's 2 out of 2. Both of the pistol rounds have now been won by LetsQuit, and they've still only got 3 on the board. Hopefully for their own sake this time around they can beat out this Force Buy, but who knows? A couple of Kriegs right now, a couple of Deagles, or a few Deagles rather as well, and some team damage early on from the CT side with that knife. Wasn't a lot, thankfully. Let's see for 5 power early on. Looking to try and contest that outside control. They have a few players pushing towards this position. It's going to be the M4 in the hands of Sack to find first contact. And with that, a 2-man advantage goes in favor of LetsQuit. Able to shut down, I believe, the peek towards ramp as well. The 2 rifles have been picked up elsewhere. Eventually, Savage making it work for a quick headshot towards Zhao Feng. But Eva, although he has a rifle, he doesn't have Kevlar, so aim punch could be an issue. Shoot-a-Pie right now pushing in with the bomb. Oh, this is dangerous. In towards Garage. He goes down to Sack. They need to follow this up with a quick trade. And Eva actually does so successfully. Doesn't really take damage either. So maybe there is still some hope in this round right now for 5 power. You can't count them out completely. As I say that though, Kenny's on the MP9. Reckless from behind. An easy finish. 4 rounds on the board from LetsQuit. They should be able to bring it up to 5 off the back of it. And Eco most likely now having to come in from 5 power. Making the door off currently. I'm not going to be pushing out with it though. So just opening it up so that it is ready to go for later in the round if they end up wanting to try and come in from that position. Savage just going to be hiding, actually hoping someone will aggress and give him the opportunity to steal away a weapon. Has he been spotted? I'm not too sure. The nade going in though does do some damage to him. Quite a bit, actually dropped to 63. Reckless, oh yeah, again a very reckless push. The team kill actually ends up coming in. Too many players in a very small area. But a 1-for-1 trade, not too bad. It gives them a rifle now to work with, retrieving that Krieg from the previous round. Did they expect this quick flank, though? Zhao Feng on the MP9. No, they have no idea. Find them one more in the vent beforehand. The kills continue to just go back and forth. This is winnable. Savage even has Kevlar, but he is low health. Taking this A-bomb site. No one nearby to actually defend, I don't believe, either. QZ is actually pushed up in lobby, so they may not expect this one. Can flank in from the hut. But I think they will be somewhat cautious. Either going to go for the planned QZ pushing forward, but he does continue to hold shift, and it still works out for him. Because Eva had no idea. Was looking up towards heaven. That leaves only Savage to Tech 9 in hands. Low HP, and 2 players to contest against. It's not going to be easy. He gets the first to deny the initial defuse. But Sack trades it out, and of course has plenty of time. Should pick up that defuse kit, and I believe there is a rifle as well. Reverse sweep. Do you believe, Power? I mean, you're a traitor because your name has power in it, and you're hoping for the reverse sweep from LetsQuit against 5 Power. Double up setup though. It's the first time we've seen 2 ops be pulled out, and I'm really sad that Kenny's with a Z, Kenny Z, that he isn't one of those players pulling out the op, because we've seen, of course, I was hoping he'd pull it out on the T side, but then we saw QZ. I was thinking maybe with the double op setup, but no, it's Reckless instead. Not a lot of utility left, as there's still a lot of time on the clock right now for LetsQuit. 5 Power already advancing down in towards Secret as well. The only line of defense for B right now is from ramp, so that could get a little bit awkward. Oh, QZ, don't shoot your teammate. Yeah, I could see it coming. I knew it was about to happen, man. It happens way too often. Communication. It's critical, boys. I'm pushed through lobby. There's no one here. I'm gonna come back through ramp. I think they're going down B, something like that, and then that wouldn't have happened. Commitment in towards B. Finally going to be coming through. Time could begin to become a little bit of an issue if they don't get a move on, because Kenny's is in a decent position to try and delay. As I say that though, trying to move across, ends up getting spotted and dropped by Shootapie. Bottle comes in with one as well. Reckless living up to his name yet again to try and pull one back, but he goes out through the smoke for the second time. I mean, why? QZ, okay, pulls one back, 2v2, it's still winnable. Savage is actually miles away, so he needs to rotate down quickly to help his teammate, and I think he's being heard. Yeah, you can see Sack is watching this. 95 health, so he's healthy himself as well. The headshot needs to be connected, or else just that can happen. Eva finishes off the final one over towards ramp, and 5 Power, they take a 14th round. I don't think that would be a very suitable name. A very weak buy here for LetsQuit. They've had to invest everything, of course. This doesn't work out, they're on a weaker one in the next round. They won't even have that rifle. It'll probably just be pistols, maybe a bit more utility. Aggression towards lobby though. Zhao Feng on his own as well. I mean, if you're on a buy like this, you have that one rifle. There is players pushed up in ramp, but they're smoked off, so I don't know why he's going forward at that point. Sack with the shotgun, trying to get something done. Picks up a couple of kills, but in the end goes down and leaves Kenny's now in a 1-on-3. He's been spotted. He may take down Savage in lobby. Indeed he will. Dropping down the vent, he's expecting them to actually go back up towards heaven and was hoping that the sound and the fact that he was spotted dropping down would influence them to do so, but he ends up doubting himself. 15-5, map point for 5 Power. Looking like we might see a bit of a quicker round from Firepower. Of course, if known now that they're up against a very weak buy yet again. Although you do want to be somewhat cautious. You don't want to give the opportunity by running through smokes and not really clearing out positions correctly. So they are going to get themselves the outside control. With this and with the current setup, it looks most likely that they want to come in through heaven and just split the A-bomb site, which is perfect when the rifles aren't really in play. It's a single FAMAS right now, which ideally is actually spotting heaven from the top of Huh. And also assisted by an MP9, so this could get dangerous. Yeah, QZ able to spot them going up. Bottle going to get traded back after just one. Shoot a pie in danger as well. The bomb goes down. There's a chance here for LetsQuit to actually keep themselves alive for a while. Get a lifeline, an opportunity to maybe make that comeback happen. Kenny's retrieving the MP9. There is a couple of players tagged up heavily though on this LetsQuit side. Quick on the MP9. It's one man that remains. Zauchesh has been spotted and dropped from behind by Reckless. LetsQuit finding themselves a lifeline. Ironically, not giving up. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like LetsQuit got a map that they feel too comfortable on. I mean, with the playstyle they have, a Mirage or something probably would have suited them so much better. Firepower have an interest in buying this one. They've already got a player down vent as well, I believe. Ooh, okay. Auto Director has missed the opening kill, which went in favor of shoot up fight. Now decides third person's a good idea. Sack on the MP9, swaps to the USP to hunt down that kill and finish it off. Will be successful in the end. Oh, I have to observe this right now. This is Nuke. This is going to be horrible. While casting, let's give it a shot. Sack, I believe, is still pushed up close on ramp. Yeah, he's keeping that info in his favor right now. Let's see what the plan is though for the T side, getting ready for what looks to potentially be a push over towards ramp or maybe in towards the A-bomb site. We have to see what they decide on. Savage with the shotgun, actually finding a kill towards ramp. Not too sure how that one ended up happening. I apologize for not catching it. Zauchesh decides to go fight the A-bomb site. I'm not an observer. I'm very sorry. QZ though. Okay. Looking to try and pull something back. I mean, this is just be a horrible way for them to lose this one. Up against such a strange investment. Savage on the sawn-off shotgun, even able to get himself one. Dropping down the vent. QZ returns. But up close, Eva, I believe, is ready. Oh, he's in towards Darken and shoot a pie up on top of the silo. Gets himself one. Does some good damage. Or not really. At least on towards the second, only a small bit. But either way, Eva was ready to trade it. 16-6 is the final score here for Firepower. They take themselves the victory on Nuke. I think we do have another game coming up in just a moment, boys. Another round 2 game. I'm just gonna check that one out. Until then, we are gonna go ahead and send it over to a quick break.
skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Dancing on my own when you spill that rum and coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby. And the next thing I know, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on the baseline. Oh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. Say the right, but it's first sight, the way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. You wanna put it to make it stop, 'cause baby, you make the next thing I know. We were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. Wish I could say it right, but it's first sight the way you looked at me. Couldn't say goodbye.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
Alright everyone, welcome back as we are indeed ready to hop on into the second and final game of the day as well, as it is going to be Inferno taking on Invictus Gaming. And we're starting things off here on Overpass. We've seen that knife run, of course, just going in favour of Inferno, so they'll have the choice of which side they want to actually begin this on. Most likely CT, but you never know. I believe this is their first game of the day, at least in this tournament, so perhaps they could switch things up a little bit. Sometimes it's better to start off a little bit slower on the T side than it would be on the CT side, but no, they keep it normal. Not going to be thrown in anything too crazy. And let's see how this one goes now. Diffuse getting a couple of flashes being bought up there by Range Meister. Or Orange Meister, I think. Okay, we'll call him Orange. That's probably easier. Oxides, Shandarez, someone, Hisoka. Okay, these names aren't too crazy. When I look over the other side, it's a little bit worse. Vidium and stuff. Okay, no, they're easy enough. Let's go. We finally got some not too ridiculous names. Oxide's trying to just run out monster there. A little bit crazy. I'm not too sure if they had a flash or something maybe go over beforehand, but he does end up getting dinked down with that now kind of just forced to crouch in behind the barrels, hide on the B-bomb site in case the attack does come in this direction. Orange looking to get aggressive over towards aim. Oh my god, that second shot. Fala gets flicked on. This position from Vadim is great to cut off the rotation. I'm not too sure how someone ended up there. Must have pushed through connector. Wasn't really needed when they already had the advantage quite convincingly. You can see now, even though it is a 3-on-4, there's still a couple players low on that CT side, so this could very quickly turn around. Shandarez with a quick headshot being found as they push through Monster. A second coming in from, or rather a third from Orange Meister. And then Oxides eventually shows himself from the barrels. That's Inferno picking up this opening pistol. Three MP9s, a UMP, and an M4. A relatively safe buy. I mean, they've got a lot of SMGs in play, so it's going to be hard for them to earn back all the money they want. There's not a lot to go around. That also means coming into this next round when the full buy will be available for Invictus, that they probably will be left on those weaker weapons. The MP9s and such should have an easy time in this round, though. Shandara being the one who wants to build up the majority of that money. Someone joining in. Orange Meister just about gets caught off guard. They're from long after taking one, so that's an M4 being picked up. If we can actually see Jeans get even one more kill right now at that, then I think they could be pretty happy with the damage. He is being hunted down, though, and again, without Kevlar, pretty difficult to do anything against those SMGs. Even at long range, just because of the aim punch. Here we go, the first gun round going to be coming out. 2 SGs brought straight into play from Invictus, and they have very little utility. There's not a single flash in this round from the T side. Okay, there we go. Eventually Vadim gets one. Vadim, rather. But, yeah, I mean, it's not a great buy. Let's see, they're just going to have to win these fights out. They do know they're favoured in terms of the weaponry, unless the upgrades have come in from Inferno, which is not very likely. The boost, oh, this is perfect. They have no idea. The UMP, the first bullet is somehow hitting the wall. But fortunately, Jeans didn't realise quick enough to be able to flick over and take the headshot for himself. So a nice man advantage being found, and as you see, Inferno instantly falling back off to play a little bit more passive after that one. They know they have the advantage and they don't really need to keep forcing the issue too much. Although Shandaras has stuck around in the long toilets. And it looks like he's probably going to find someone up close pretty soon. Has called for that assistance because of this reason, rather. Orange Meister in the corner, but the spray transfer, rather, from Vadim opens up somewhat towards this A-bomb, so you can see instantly the rotation coming in from 2 players. But the commitment's ready. The rifles in favour of the T side. They've used all their utility now, so I'd imagine they will just commit at this point. Waiting to see if maybe someone's going to show themselves and overextend a bit to give them the opening a little bit easier. But here we go, eventually going forward. The MP9 towards Bank, very quickly dispatched of. As is Oxides over towards the truck. I mean, he took one beforehand, but still 3 players alive up against just someone who's left in a position where I think Savin really should be what he goes for. That nade should do some good damage, so maybe he can go for this. I was thinking more so they could drop over and buy in the next round, but for now he is sticking around. Flying going to be holding the correct angle, because once he tries to escape, he's going to be spotted. Unfortunately, they lost one more player before it was closed out, so some good damage at the very least being connected by Inferno in that round, and they can still get a pretty decent buy here, even without that weapon being saved over. But I think ideally you wanted that MP9 to drop it over to Orange Meister, who is on $1,400 at the start of this round. Orange Meister stuck on the Deagle, of course. Early on in this round, Invictus just going to be getting themselves that control over towards B-Water. B-Water, rather. Another word that I do pronounce very strange. This boost, though, coming in. No one being spotted at the moment. When you have this boost going on, though, you need to be very cautious. Fortunately, they do have another player over who can spot Monster, so that's not a position they have to worry about too much, but still someone could just run up short very quickly, even if you do spot someone in towards the connector area, etc. Of course, they've abandoned that setup for now. Someone going to be able to find the player who peeks up through short. It was Flying who ends up going down. Looking tempted to continue with the aggression, though. There's a couple players in towards this spot, so it'd be very dangerous. It's actually now the T side instead who pushed them back with the usage of utility. Jeans does a good job at clearing that angle as well, and then following it up with a nade. That smoke being quite deep, so Shaq will be able to come in up close and also clears the corner. Expecting potentially someone to have stuck around aggressively. Wasn't the player that they had even spotted out just before, of course, so that damage still in there towards someone. The commitment now going to be coming in towards this A-bomb site. Someone on the M4 able to quickly get a headshot on towards Shaq, and just right now trades coming in continuously back and forth. It drops down into a one-on-one. Vadim versus Shandaris, two of the players who have been performing the best so far in these first few opening rounds. Vadim on the AK now holding the push up through the steps, gets himself an easy headshot. And with that, of course, now Inferno are going to be forced onto the Eco. Only pistols being upgraded. Even with that, they can't afford to do so onto the majority of the players. 2 Deagles available, and that's going to impact the buy somewhat for Hisoko and also someone in this next round. Right now, a stack over towards A long. Taking a bit of a gamble when you don't really have the weapons to work with. It is a good idea. One player peeking out, trying to maybe bait them into taking the peek over towards long, but it doesn't even matter because it works out perfectly. Barely any damage being put in. Invictus keeping all 5 players alive, ending that round quickly. And then a buy will be coming out from Inferno, but it's not great utility-wise. It's going to be lacking if they want to get a fuse kit as well. That'll impact it even further. Yeah, so no defuse kit going to be coming out, meaning if it comes down to a retake, they have very little opportunity to go for it unless they make it happen quickly. There we go, though. Invictus, let's see if they can keep it up now that they're on these full gun rounds, because this is one of the better buys we've seen for Inferno. I mean, they had a decent buy earlier on, but this is the first one, I believe, with the full rifles. Invictus spamming in through Monster. A lot of early control being taken by the CT side, which you like to see. It does seem like Invictus are setting up for a B hit eventually, but without the B water control, that's going to be very difficult. Gives the opportunity for a quick flank around through Monster. Gives the short control as well over. Nice headshot, though, by Flying over towards Barrels. Rips off the head of Shindaras, and with that now going to begin to push forward. Shaka is also in connector. Nice pop flash going to be going out. He needs this kill, and he will be able to find it. Spots the player as well, pushing in behind Monster, and calls it over to his teammate, who's able to quickly spin around and easily take that kill. I was going to say Oxides has put up a good fight to give them a chance, and maybe that's still the case, because he's currently brought himself up to 3 kills. The bomb hasn't been down for very long either, so there's still a decent amount of time for him to work. But again, though, no defuse kit. Jeans on 10 health. Both players joining up on short so that they can work off of each other as the flash goes in. It actually ends up blinding up Shaq a little bit. Yeah, I don't think they want anything to do with this anymore. Yeah, no, not going to happen. Shaq actually just peeks out and finishes him off. So the weapon won't even be saved. 4-2, Invictus looking good here on the T side of Overpass so far. I mean, I've got to say, I expected this. With a name like Inferno, this just isn't going to be their whole map, you know? Bad jokes, man. Apologies. And at this point, you'd imagine that this is a tactical pause from Inferno, and indeed, already being called off. They've had a bit of a discussion. Not really talking about what they're going to do in this round, maybe just going to quick, okay, we'll do this. But I'd imagine most of the focus would have been on this upcoming gun round. Flash straight out towards middle. Stop anyone from getting aggressive. Probably won't do too much. I think it may blind them slightly, but not a lot. And again, the gamble coming in this time, stacking up towards connector with pretty much everyone. They have one player pushing in towards middle as well. But the B-bomb site is already being taken over by Invictus, so another opportunity for them to take a very clean round and just keep building up this money. Although it looks like it may get a little bit more costly now because Oxides and Shandera's on the P250s taking a couple of kills. Traded back, the rifles are being retrieved. It is going back in favor of Invictus, but it got a lot more awkward than it was looking to be. And continues to be the case as well. A 2 versus 2 with the health actually favoring the CT side. As that Molotov goes down, I think they should probably just cut their losses. Well, rather, not really their losses, because this was a much better round than they hoped for, but I think they should take what they've got and be like, okay, that's enough. We have a couple of AKs, or a couple of rifles in general, and indeed that is the case. They're beginning to back away. 5-2 is going to be the score here for Invictus. A good foundation on the T side already for them to build up even further. Double up setup coming in from Inferno. This is the change that they needed, maybe. At least that's what they think. Orange Meister. Well, I've said one other player aggressive on mid. That's Oxide. Neither of the ops. That was an interesting choice. Oh yeah, in towards connector. That's another strong position to try and get the open and pick from. But Shaq expected it. Knowing that the tactical pause that came in, that they were going to try and switch something up, he expected that perhaps it'd be that connector peak, and indeed catches the headshot already. So 5-on-4. This is just continuing to spiral out of control for Inferno. Got off to that 2-0 start. Have now lost 5 rounds in a row. Vadim gets dinked down by a teammate, so at this point Invictus are even trying to help them out a little bit. Like here, we'll make it a bit easier. And there we go. Eventually 1 kill comes in. Shaq goes down. Oxide's up close. Could get quite a lot of work done from this position. This man has been playing extremely well so far. And did manage to get himself 1 before going down. Orange Meister may be able to trade and indeed equalises the situation again. With the head being spotted though, flying. Took him a couple of tries, but got it in the end. And then over on the other side of the map, as the auto director doesn't show us, it's Jeans who picks up that final kill. 6-2. Again, a round going in favor of Invictus. You can see somehow Orange Meister had, like, I think it was 7,000. So he's going to buy up an up and still have enough to buy in the next round. And someone's going to go for one as well. He doesn't leave any money in the bank, though. But overall, they'll get a decent buy in this next round. They've given themselves a good chance in this. There's no way Invictus Gamer are thinking, okay, coming into this round, there's going to be 3 guys on pistols, 2 of them with ops. Yeah, that definitely could catch them off guard, and indeed that's the case. Orange Meister taking it straight towards Monster. They're probably thinking right now, how the hell does this guy have an AWP? And they're going to be even more confused when they spot out the second one. Ahsoka now on the on the Deagle from short, taking a quick headshot. Eventually one gets pulled back by Shaq, but right now Inferno are making this work. Ahsoka on the Deagle has the opportunity for more, and he will not miss. Vadim goes down. It's Shaq on 10 health to try and redeem a 1-on-4. And he's only capable of 1 kill before he eventually goes down. 1 more at least on top of the initial one that he took earlier in the round. 3-6. Inferno managing to pick up a round there off the back of just the 2 ops. And of course, a massive play from the Deagle in the hands of Ahsoka. Invictus did build themselves up some decent money, so they're able to buy again into this round. And we see Inferno chaining one more off the back of that previous one, though. If they can chain together two, then they'll put themselves in a spot where likely the economy for Invictus will be broken. A short aggression not going to work out, though, even with some team damage coming in. For some reason, the player coming out of Connector thought that was an opponent pushing from the little tunnel. Another headshot, though, coming in favor of Invictus, as very quickly it's brought into a 5-on-3, redeeming themselves. We actually see a player dropping from the server for Inferno. Was already dead, though, so it doesn't affect this round, thankfully. Hopefully he will be back quickly. But right now, it's Inferno on the back foot. They've just stacked all three players over towards this B-bomb site. Let's see Oxides at this point being a little bit cautious that they could have creeped up towards A. They're actually going to rotate two players back over. It looks like it's probably still going to be a B hit, though, from Invictus. Shandar is peeking up through B short, spots out one and takes himself a quick headshot, giving them a little bit of a chance maybe to fight back into this one. Definitely still possible, but commitment ready for B. Jeans makes noise. They should just go at this point. Maybe not, because the rotation hasn't even begun, so I don't think they realize, but either way, going forward now, Flying, he gets flashed in to go ahead and take that opening headshot on the Shandaras, and with that two players remaining for Inferno, they may want to consider a save. Oxides could get a quick kill, but it doesn't go in his favor. If he managed to drop Vala there, maybe it would have influenced, it would have given them a chance to go for it, but it didn't happen. The op ends up going down as well. Will it be retrieved by Vala? Yeah, it will. Seven to 3. Great T-side so far here from Invictus. Inferno scraping together yet another buy. I mean, it's not horrible. Somehow pulling out that double op setup consistently. An MP9, a Deagle, and one M4. Utility-wise, it could be worse as well. Let's see if it's going to work out. This boost coming in towards B. I mean, Invictus have been taking that B water control pretty consistently, but they haven't gone for it in this round. Instead, they're holding a default in the majority areas, and then they have one player pushing up through A long, who does end up going down. It's Jeans who drops early on, so an opening kill in favor of Inferno, and the opportunity to extend it, because Orange Mice there has a good angle, just about connects the shot there as Fala is crossing over. 5-on-3. One of the better positions they've been in, extended even further through the smoke. Okay, that's one way to do it. Eventually we see a trade coming in and a second one from Vadim. But Flying is just about hanging on to life right now, so Vadim is going to be the one that has to get most of this work done. Was looking tempted maybe to try and spam that smoke, which would have given him a kill initially as he was coming through the door. But backing off instead, 45 seconds remaining in need to get this bomb and very quickly bring it to a site. B is open, so if they run straight into B, they should have a pretty easy time at getting that planted, but of course they don't really notice. So they are taking their time. Creeping out a monster now. 15 seconds remaining. At this point, you have to imagine that Inferno are aware that it's going to be a B-bomb site hit. Either that or a save. But now the utility goes down, they're 100% sure the bomb should be planted, and it's up to Vadim to try and hold this one off. They need to just stick the bomb, and that's exactly what's happening. Vadim hits a quick headshot as we see Shandara is trying to push up through short to try and contest the bomb plant. Doesn't work out, and now puts it into a 2-on-2. Make that a 2v1. Oxides is left alone to try and save the day. He has the op as he comes in from short. Two opponents to find. The first on the bomb site, though, in a good position in terms of him being able to actually isolate the 1v1, which he does successfully. Now it's Vadim in the pit. Has Oxides timed out? Okay, that is awkward. Yeah, Oxides is timed out. Either that or he's just staring at the bomb hoping he can defuse it with his mind. Maybe? No? This dude watched Stranger Things too recently. There we have it. Vadim steps out and is like, oh, okay. It's just right there. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately at the end of the round as well, so not much can be done about a 8-3. Inferno going to be looking at Nico in this upcoming round as well. A pause comes in, likely technical considering Oxides, of course. Seems to be having a bit of an issue. I don't think that was a server issue, man. That was just specifically Oxides. Seems to have had a connection issue himself. And indeed that is the case. As you can see, he is now gone from the server. Hopefully he won't be too long getting back in, and exactly as I go to say it, he actually rejoined, so that's pretty handy. Chinese internet, it's just internet in general, man. It needs to be more stable in most places. Eco though coming in from the CT side. A Scout, 3 Deagles and a CZ, what they have to work with, so they can certainly still make it a costly round, which they've done pretty well so far. You can see the economy hasn't really got to an amazing position here for Invictus, considering most of these rounds have been kept so close. But at this point, Inferno ideally need to bring themselves up to, I would say right now, 7 rounds, but that's not too likely, so they'll be aiming for 6. If they do pull it up to 6, get that pistol round then on the second half, then it definitely still could be a competitive game. Otherwise, looking very, very difficult for them. Shaq spotting out the player up close on long and gives that info over. The 2 players, or 2 of the players over towards long, then just spamming away and finishing them off. Shandaris only has a CZ to try and hold down that long push. And against 3 players with rifles, that is not an easy task. Right now, all of the kills, bar 1, coming in favor of Invictus. That flank, a little bit too late by someone to really get anything done. Left in a 1-on-4. The scoreline is indeed going to be 9-3. Should get 1 kill here from behind. As you can see, Jeans has no idea. Never mind. He spins around and completely destroys him. Oh, that is hurtful. Just lose sound. Okay, only I lost sound. For some reason I had to plug my headset in and out. Hopefully that didn't affect anything for you guys. Double op setup going to be coming in again from Inferno, and it did work out for them earlier on when they pulled it out, so maybe that's what they need once again. I believe the previous time that they made it work, though, they were only able to save 1 over into the following round. Although since then we've seen multiple double ops that haven't quite panned out. Normally surrounded by pistols, unfortunately, but still. Let's see if this is any different. Right now, 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Still plenty of time for Invictus to do whatever, but it does seem like they're going to commit straight in towards B. There's a bit of a solid setup with actually 4 players in position from the CT side, but it still doesn't work out for them. Somehow, only a single kill being found by 4 defenders. Someone entrusted to solo A is just left now with nothing to do. His trousers around his ankles pretty much. In an awkward position, really. And there you have it. Fala comes in and picks up that final kill, so they're not even going to allow for the op to be saved. 10-3, double digits, and should be 11 off the back of it, because Inferno again don't have money for a full buy. $1.1k viewers, dead game. Mate, that's a dead meme. You need to update your meme bank, you know? It's also an open qualifier. I know it's a meme when you say that, but still, you don't expect too much on them. Oh, okay, hang on. The opening kill did initially go in favor of the pistols here on the CT side. Someone creeping forward at that smoke could potentially stop the bomb plant as well. Eventually does. A very awkward fight. The nade as well going down, I was going to say. Should follow up with some damage towards Vidim, but not quite as much as they would have hoped for. The bomb now should be retrieved, and they can run this up to the A bomb site. I think that's what they're going to go for. What's the good CS meme now, though? I don't know. I know that one's dead. Yeah, I was going to say, Where are they going to plant for? For the bathrooms. Already Oxide's actually coming quickly up through connector though, so that could be a little bit awkward. He has been spotted though. Oh, I believe he also saw Shaq, so was waiting on the angle. But the AK just a little bit quicker. 2 versus 2 now. There is a defuse kit in play, but they don't have any utility. No smoke, no flashes, nothing to try and actually help them out a little bit on this retake. Tapping the bomb, trying to stick it right now down to only someone as he trades one out, but they don't know where the second player is. Vadim can peek in for a free kill, and there it is. An easy headshot from behind, 11-3. No good memes equals dead game. Touche. Can't argue with that, man. Back onto the full buy. I'm repeating myself consistently. Back on the full buy. Oh no, they're on pistols again. Here we go, another full buy. Come on, Inferno. You need to give us something. This is just a flat performance so far. Again, they did also manage to win that opening pistol, take themselves a 2-0 lead, I believe it was, before it became a real struggle for them. Since then, only picking up 1 gun round for themselves. Jeans opening up again on mid. Shaq able to trade back as well. Although Orange does get 1, it's still a 4-on-3. They're always on the back foot. They never have themselves a favourable position for very long. Even with that kill being taken by Orange, it's still a 3-on-3 that I would say favours Invictus. Nice shot by Shandaras. Shaq is currently making his way back to try and pick up that bomb. In the meantime, actually, connector control being regained by the CTs as well. They've pushed 1 player down. That's Orange. Okay, this is going to be dangerous. Shaq, I don't think is going to be expecting someone to follow him up so quickly. He's starting to make Nias now as well. That's the info found for Orange. He can call, oh, I hear him running over towards B. The only issue is Flying is already on the B bomb site itself, which wasn't expected. So Shandaras ends up going down. This should be a bomb plant. And a very difficult 2 versus 2 now for Inferno to try and recover from. Oh, coming straight up short is the op. Yeah, trying to get the wall bang in, trying to see if he could deny that. A bit of desperation. It doesn't work out. Orange from Monster. They're not too sure of where the second player is, so he has the opportunity still to catch someone off guard, but Shaq with a quick headshot before he goes down. Now it's the 1 versus 1. The bomb is planted for Fly, and he can just play time on it. No defuse kill either. The bomb is going to be tapped. There's still a smoke down, which was actually tossed in by the T players when it was stuck on the bomb site, but it doesn't matter. It fades away. Flying takes the peak either way, and with it the headshot as well. 12-3. Invictus looking dominant here on Overpass. Most of them are hacking anyways. It's a good viewpoint to have, man. It's not very often that, in my opinion, I even see anything that I think is hacks when I'm watching these level of games. Or the higher levels, of course. And even when you do, it's usually just a coincidence bias. Pros don't fake. The issue is he didn't have a defuse kit though, so even if he just stuck the defuse, there was 10 full seconds rather, and then that final player in towards the spawn was just waiting to take that peek whenever he needed to. So it was a little bit awkward. Tried to elevate himself on top of the bomb site, thought he could maybe get a quick headshot and then hop on the bomb, having won it at that point. Of course, didn't work out. Either way, it didn't change the situation too much. I mean, you'd rather that 11-4 half of your Inferno. But either way, they have a very difficult road ahead of them right now, coming into the second half to try and pull this back into a winnable position. Hopefully they won't be too long readying up so we can get back into the action. You feel sorry for me? Why? Why'd you feel sorry for me? No way. It's a change up when you go from casting like more tactical CS and the casting Chinese CS. It's always interesting because it's just crazy in comparison. It's lots of 1v1 duels coming in consistently on the T side, especially YOLO pushes. Although yesterday we kind of seen an exception to that in the eHome versus Lin Vision Gaming matchup. I thought that was actually some pretty good CS that was being played. And then the finals as well certainly wasn't bad. GG How putting up a decent showing against eHome, but inevitably fallen short. Are both the teams from mainland China? I'm actually not sure. Early on though, the T side getting themselves a connector and mid control, given the chance to try and pincer in towards the bathrooms. Shaq continuing to take some risky peeks. Eventually, it does pay off for him. Vidian playing up close on the corner as well. Going to be able to find one before going down. And Shaq, he doubles down. So now it's a 4-on-2. Oxides on the Glock tapping away. They keep showing themselves. There was quite a few heads popping up and down. It was like whack-a-mole. But in the end, it wasn't enough. And that will be Jeans with a headshot confirming a 13-3 lead for Invictus. This is a tough one for Inferno. Mac 10's going to be coming out now as they buy what they can. Oh, okay. The aggression in True Short is dangerous here because there's so many terrorist players. Yeah, a couple of MP9 kills being found, and then a couple of trades then coming in from the T side, of course. With the damage that had already been done. Spamming through the smoke. Orange Meister on 74, left in a 1-on-3. Here we go, gets himself a quick headshot. They need to be careful, this is winnable. He knows there's one player now outside of Monster. Doesn't know that Jeans is pushing up through Short, though. So he will end up getting caught off guard. 14-3, it'll be another force buy most likely from Inferno. Smoke out towards B short. It'll land towards in the tunnel, I believe. Mid aggression as well. That deep Molotov stopping anyone from crossing the playground at the beginning of the round, and then when eventually someone attempts to by dropping a smoke on it, he didn't really seem to realize that Shaq could be up closer. He just wasn't being cautious of it. Nice trade by Oxides. Shaq also on 2 health, so this is still a round here that Inferno could pull back for sure. That Molotov going down stopped Shaq from being able to do much about the players pushing out onto mid. They're able to bypass him, but Fala pushing up as well. The assistance is being called for. The rotation came in so that they could help each other a little bit more here on the Invictus side. Eventually we will see that trade coming back, but it's only a UMP and a scout that they managed to actually retrieve for all of their efforts. What do I get for commentating for ESL? A cup of tea every now and again. Ooh, Shandera's nice shot on the Deagle. We had to follow it up with that second, and he probably could have taken the bomb and just ran it towards A. Would have had to have been pretty quick though as well with the flank coming in from ramp. 15-3 though. 12 rounds in a row, Inferno. That's what they need. Does anyone believe? I'm going to take a quick poll in the chat. I don't think I really believe in this comeback. This should be the end of it, to be honest. You'd have to be wild to say Inferno are going to do this, just because they haven't really even shown us any hope, in my opinion. This has just been pretty convincing from Invictus. No struggle at all. Some close rounds, but when it comes down to the 3v3s, etc., definitely being played much, much better by Invictus. The late round scenarios. I love tea, man. I've already drank like 2 cups of tea since this morning. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that aggression on short is interesting. I'm not too sure. Just trying to... I think he was just trying to hold the spam on us, so once he did peek out that he'd go down to the spray, but just kind of jiggle peek and ended up throwing off flying a little bit. And a lot of damage came in, so actually that's not too bad of a position for Inferno to be in, because now they're getting ready to commit to A. They have no idea on the CT side, though. It's Vadim who gets completely caught off guard. Now it's a 4-on-3, could be extended even further, but a Mach 10 as the op misses the initial shot. Actually didn't. Okay, Jeans did pick up that kill. Still a winnable position here for Invictus. Gonna look at Shaq to get most of the work done, though, as he's the only healthy one. And it's the Deagle to quickly penetrate the skull, leaving only Valet. 22 health, 1 kill already been found, but 2 more to go, and a smoke now down towards Bank. Not going to cover him off, though, actually, so it shouldn't really be an issue. But even with that, he can't really save anymore. Shandara is going to push out Bank. He could get spotted. Oh, did he spot the gun barrel? No. This should be a free kill. Oh, never mind. Okay, if Valet got himself that kill, then it's a 1v1. That could happen. Green tea? No. Just like kind of Irish tea. Why are we watching silvers? Not quite silvers, but it's an interesting approach to CS. That's how I'll put it. Couple CZs of a massive Deagle and a P250. Make that now a Galil. Jean's got himself a kill on the Deagle and got a Galil, so 2 rifles actually in play for the CT side. If they finish it off the back of such a weak buy, that'll be heartbreaking. We've seen that even in the previous game when 5 Power took down LetsQuit. I believe that's what they were called. The final round, we had seen a bit of redemption from LetsQuit, and they ended up losing against a sawn-off shotgun and some pistols, I believe. Push out towards the B side of the map, coming in through connector from the CTs. The trades then being found. Auto Director again deciding not to work, so we're going to have to go ahead and take that one over as Orange Meister pushes forward. Shandara is going to be the one that has to try and defend them, but it's not going to happen. Trying to get the bomb down. Fala puts a stop to it. There it is. A very convincing showing from Invictus, as Inferno never really got going. I mean, picking up that opening pistol, I don't think they picked up the pistol on the second half. But yeah, no, I mean, they didn't really put up much of a fight at all. There's not a lot to say about that one, to be honest. As I said, it just seemed like Invictus were definitely the stronger of the 2 teams by quite a bit. Commentating for this, I would need a few cups of whiskey. Yeah, just straight up whiskey, few cups, drinking it straight. Nah, I don't think that'd be a good plan. You wouldn't be standing for very long afterwards, or sitting, or really getting words out at all. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, it's been only a couple of games today. Unfortunately, there wasn't too many teams that actually signed up. ESL is not a director. It's actually just myself. I'm streaming this one from home, so it's either I do the observing or I use Auto Director. Which, I mean, observing and casting at the same time is not an easy task. I've tried it before. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that follow button above. As I said, unfortunately, we only had 2 games today because not too many teams signed up. But we will have the semi-finals and then the finals of this qualifier, of course, coming up tomorrow. Both of which I believe will be best of 3. So yeah, that should be an interesting one. We get to see more from 5 Power, of course, who looked pretty impressive earlier on. And we will also get to see more from Invictus. Who's casting you on Twitch? I do indeed. The easiest way I would say is just type !caster in the chat and you'll be able to find my Twitter and you can get pretty much everything from there. So that's going to be it from me for today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some music. I was going to say some cool music, but you know, you have to go copyright non-copyright music, so it's not the best music.
They've taken it like proper sportsmen at this stage.
We're about to have the question answered of who really is the best of all time.
All 5 players are just great players.
They're both with their knives out. They're both not ready, and somehow Stewie stays alive. Stewie's not aggressive. He gets by Apex.
We're here to only win. We don't care who we play. We don't care if it's simple, the best player in the world. We don't care care if it's the worst player in the world.
At the highest level of play, there can be no compromises. Gamers demand the highest clock speeds to give them the FPS they need to perform. Rise to the moment. Intel Core i7, the official CPU of the Intel Extreme Masters. Game, record, stream without compromise.
So this is it. This is where it all started. The great business of DHL.
You remember when we still use these?
We have all come a long way since then.
Hey, Effie, my little buddy. I got a special job for you. And this is only the beginning.
This is game fuel. It's domination in a can. Tastes like loser tears.
New Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Yellow skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You're mine. I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. On my own, when you spill that rum and coke on my t-shirt, yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby. And the next thing I know,